Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to the 14 Eagles Screen Share webinar. My name is Greg Phillips. I'll be your host tonight. We hope you guys had a great week. A lot of positive things going on, a lot of things that are kind of confusing to most people going on in the world. But that's one of the reasons why we have our friends and family come join us every Thursday night at 8:30 for the 14 Eagles webinar screen share. We talk about, how you can put yourself financially in a better, safe situation, which is very important. But we also want to make sure that, we can explain and discuss the things that are going on in the world on a weekly basis. So that's why the 14 Eagles platform is so different and so unique. And that's why when you tell your friends and family about it, the best thing you can do is tell them to come to the calls themselves, let them listen in, let them hear what the 14 Eagles platform is all about. Let them get their questions answered, and then they can make a decision for themselves if they want to join us in this crusade to try to help save the world. Brian, back to you.
All right, fantastic. And thank you, Greg. And again, my name is Brian Frazier. I'm one of the facilitators of 14 Eagles, and I also like to welcome you to the Thursday night 14 Eagles community call. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and we really appreciate that. This call is recorded, so if anybody that you invited could not make it to the call, no worries. This call is recorded, and it will go out through our email database the first thing in the morning, so you can get that recording and send it to the people that couldn't make it tonight. At least they can see and hear what 14 Eagles is truly about. All right. Before I go any further, I always like to address the 14 Eagles platform and the state of the 14 Eagles platform right now. Everything is going smoothly with the platform. People are having no issues at all in going through the process itself. I do just want to mention one little small glitch that's happening. We're getting with the developers to make sure that it does not come up anymore. It's a small little glitch where going through the gifting process, when you're sending your gifts, it doesn't allow you. It may not allow you to push paid on each name before it puts you into your nest. So if that does happen to you, please just reach out to us to let us know, so we can be assured that we can get that corrected and keep things moving forward. But other than that, things are moving fine with the platform. People are moving through smoothly. And again, as always, I like to commend those of you that are helping individuals go through the process and showing them how to get through it and to show others the same thing. So that's what keeps everything moving. And as always, we're more about quality than we are about quantity. So don't worry about trying to get people in to 14 Eagles and talking people into 14 Eagles. We only want people in 14 Eagles that really truly want to be here, that really truly want to go out and help people. And that's the whole key to what we do here, as you will see. All right, so now let's get through it. We always encourage you to go to our 14 Eagles community webpage, which is located at www.14eaglesden.com. On the home page, we want you to scroll down to the welcome. The welcome, I believe, is a good place to start, showing people and giving people the concept of what 14 Eagles is all about. 14 Eagles, and you're going to hear me say this over and over and over again. 14 Eagles is a community-based platform. Right? Yes, we do have a gifting platform that we operate, but the whole concept is more about community, because we feel that community is the key to everything. All right, to anything that you do, community is the key. All right, because we can't do things by ourselves. We're not in this whole world by ourselves. We have to have others to be able to work with and to move forward. You know, we have to have the connections with people in order to move forward in life. And so no matter what you're doing in your life, you need other people, okay? And you need to be able to work with other people. And so that's why we put emphasis on community 100% of the time, no matter what. And so reading this welcome will put you in that right frame of mind and showing you what 14 Eagles is truly all about, giving you a good perspective of the concept of 14 Eagles. And you know, I always point out the one line that really sums it up. If you only had to do it in one line, this really sums it up. This one line right here, where it says, there's a universal law, God's law. Whatever you give out into the universe, you will get back in abundance. Okay, that right there sums it up. Because, you know, building a community, getting a community to grow, working with others within a community, you know, it's all about what you give to that community. It's all about your intent in what you give to the community. And if your intent in what you give to the community is from your heart, okay, and if you have the right intentions in what you're doing, guess what? You're going to get that intention coming back to you. That's a universal principle, all right? So that's why you have to be careful of what you want in this life, okay? You have to be careful of how you go about your life and how you go about dealing with other people. It's all about your intention and what you give out. If you give out bad things, if you give out bad intentions, then guess what? You're going to get bad intentions coming back to you. And that's just the way the universe works. And it doesn't discriminate, okay? So, you know, you want to make sure that whatever you do and however you treat people, however you connect with people, you want it to be with the right intentions when you're doing it, okay? And so this is what we try to get across. And this is what 14 Eagles is all about. We're trying to teach people and show people and instruct people on how to give to each other, because that is the power of what we do here, giving. You know, most people think that taking and receiving is the real benefit. But no, the real benefit is giving to others. Because when you give to others, because of our connections to one another, when you give to others, it's just like giving to yourself. You know, and that's what the universe is all about. Okay, that's why you want to pay attention to how you're giving and the intentions that you give, because it's going to come back to you. And so when you're doing that, whatever you're giving out, you know, you're really giving to yourself. And so this is what we try to point out. So yes, please, by all means, read our welcome, get an understanding of what 14 Eagles is really all about. It's not about money, okay? It's about community, all right? Now, we also like you to scroll down right below the welcome to our video of the week. The video row. We have a series of videos here that we feel they're very short videos. We feel that these videos will help bring you in the right consciousness, get you to shift your thinking a little bit as it pertains to community, okay? Because a lot of us, we're not really used to being involved in a community. You know, we have been conditioned through our society because of governments and corporations. They've kind of conditioned us to be more focused on money, okay, and more focused on things, you know. So what we're trying to do is trying to, you know, shift our thinking, trying to shift the way that we look and see things, trying to uplift our conscious awareness about what's going on around us and what's going on in our society today and around the world. And if we can really shift our thinking a little bit, you know, change the way that we see things, you know, and get more love in our hearts, and uplift our conscious awareness, then we'll see the world a whole different way, okay? And we can see through all the mishaps and the things that are trying to be projected on us through the powers that be. We can see through all of the divisiveness and whatnot. We can see it much clearer. But a lot of times we're so caught up and we're so conditioned that we don't see what is right in front of us. And so we feel that these videos will help us to shift our thinking. We don't say to take everything verbatim from these videos, but we want you to do is look at these videos and then take that journey on going to research what these videos are trying to get across to you. And as you research this information and the information that's being portrayed, then it will take you on a journey of other information and things that will enlighten you and get you to shift your thinking and to open up your mind and uplift your conscious awareness about what's going on around you. And then that way you'll start to carry yourself a whole different way, and it will definitely help in the community that you're helping to build. So that's what it's all about. You know, community is all about shifting your thinking and uplifting your conscious awareness. Okay? And if you don't do anything else, I encourage you, sign up for our newsletter. Get in our email database. If you don't do anything else, get in our email database. Get the emails that we send out on a weekly basis so you can see what 14 Eagles is trying to do. And more particularly, there's a video of the week that we send out every week that really gets across different information that you otherwise don't get to see. All right? You don't get to see this type of information on mainstream media, in the newspapers. You don't get this from your corporations or from the government and things of that nature. Okay? It gives you we give you a whole different perspective on our videos of the week. You know, things such as, how the banking system works. What is money? You know, how is the market working today? Okay. What is legalese? You know, what really is the government that we subject to right now? What is a corporation? These are these types of things that most people don't get taught in school, and you don't get it from the news and from the media. Okay. So we encourage you to, sign up for the newsletter so you can get this information and so you can go and research it for yourself and enlighten yourself. And then as you go and learn stuff, we ask you to bring it back to the 14 Eagles community so you can enlighten and inform other people within the community. That way we can all grow together, mentally, spiritually, and physically. All right, with that. Okay, so now that's a little concept of the 14 Eagles platform. But now, before we get into the actual gifting part of our platform, I always like to show this one video because this video really gets into what 14 Eagles is all about, and every time I watch this video, I always see something that I didn't see before. And trust me, I have watched this video many, many times, and every time I see it, I always see something different, or either it continues to shift my thinking, okay, even more every time I watch it. So I just want to show this video real quick so you can get a real good look in the concept, understand the concept of what we're doing here at 14 Eagles. Watch this.
Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people, specifically obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hardworking masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it? Are you ready for the details?
All right. Are you a connector? That's the key. That's the key to any community. Okay? Are you a connector? Can you connect with people? All right? And so, I love that video because that video really points out a lot of various different things that we need to recognize of what's going on around us. And some people just don't have a clue of some of that history. And so, that's all a part of being a part of a community, knowing our history and knowing where we want to go as a community. And so we are the ones that will create the change that is going to happen in the future. And so that's why a community has to come together if we want the right change that we're looking for. All right. And so that's what it's all about. So that's why we emphasize so much about community. So now we're going to talk about the platform real quick. The 14 Eagles gifting platform. And if you go to the menu section on the site, you want to click on the 14 Eagles video. And on the 14 Eagles video page, you'll see the actual video presentation of the platform. Right? It's a simple platform, easy platform to follow. It's real simple concept, but it's a little different than most of the gifting platforms that are out there. So that's why we encourage you to look at it, watch it a couple of times if you have to, because it's a little different than most of the platforms that are out there today. And then what really sets us apart is that we're only talking about $6 one time out of pocket. That's it. One time out of pocket, that's all you should ever have to come out of your pocket. And you're literally giving away that $6. And so by giving away $6, guess what? It doesn't hurt you as an individual or your family at all. Just one time $6 out of pocket. But in doing so and focusing on community, guess what happens? Now you start to get that money coming back to you tenfold. Okay? And so when you watch this presentation, it will really it should excite you. We hope that it excites you and excites you in a way to where you want to help to build this community and build your own teams and community as well. So now, in doing that, after you have watched the video and you're ready to go, then everything below the video is everything that you need to do to get started with this platform. Okay, to sign up, setting it up, sending your gifts, and verifying your gifts. Everything is right here. Step-by-step instructions, okay? Get with the person that invited you. They can help walk you through this process. Very simple and very easy to do. All right, so we really encourage you to go through this. Money is not the issue here. You know, when people don't get involved with 14 Eagles, we know it's not about the money, all right? Because the money, anybody can give away $6, okay? And so a lot of people's issue in reference to the money is what they can receive. People come here thinking that they're going to make, tons and tons of money, go on lavish trips, buy, fantastic cars and all that. That's not what 14 Eagles is all about. So if you came here to do that with just this platform, then you may be at the wrong place. Okay, not saying that you can't, receive an abundance in that way. Okay, but it's all about the community in order for you to get that. That's why we focus on the community, because not only do we have this platform, but we also have partnerships too. And through our partnerships will allow you to bring in more abundance as far as finance is concerned. And one of those areas is with a company that we partnered with called Dynamic Trio. And right on our menu section there, it has Fund Me 24/7, which is a platform that Dynamic Trio has. They have a trilogy of platforms that you can be involved in that's dealing with crowdfunding. And Fund Me 24/7 is one of them. All right? And so we encourage you to take a look at the Fund Me 24/7 platform, all right, because you can work in tandem with 14 Eagles to boost whatever monies that you're looking to try to raise for whatever you want to do financially. Okay, it's there for you. All right, but it's still all about community. It's all about building the community. And then on top of that, they have the Feed Me 24/7, which is another part of the trilogy of platforms that they have, which Feed Me 24/7 is a feeder system for Fund Me 24/7. So it all works hand in hand. All right, and so you want to get involved in, or at least take a look at this. You don't have to, but it just makes sense to be able to transition from 14 Eagles into the Dynamic Trio trilogy of platforms, which their third platform is Infinity, Fund Me to Infinity, which takes it to a whole nother level as far as raising funds for whatever you want to do. All right? And it's all about crowdfunding. So crowdfunding is what? Community. Okay? Going to the community and getting the community to help you out financially. And we all help each other. All right? That's what community can do. And then on top of that, we also have another company that we're partnered with, Cutting Edge Techno Solutions. Cutting Edge Techno Solutions, CETS for short, is a company that is actually literally building communities from the ground up. Okay, I mean, talking about literally digging dirt, building buildings, putting up businesses, putting up houses. This is what they do. Okay, and they take the people in those communities and train them on how to build their own communities from the ground up. Powerful, powerful stuff. Okay, and then they're also showing and using their technology into turning everyday things that we throw away and recycling that and turning it into renewable energy and renewable products. Okay, you really need to check this out. Okay, go and see what they do. I encourage you, watch the video, go to their site, and it will really astound you the type of technology and the things that they're doing, not just in this country but around the world. Okay, and you can be a part of that. You can find and see what you can do to help in that way or benefit from what they're doing. Okay, and then we also have crypto trading. There's an EasyBot. It's a bot called EasyBot that's dealing with crypto trading. This right here will show you how to get involved in cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology. And it's the easiest way to get involved, and it's the safest way that I've ever seen on how you can get involved with cryptocurrency without the risk of losing all of your money and whether the market goes down or up, because a lot of people look at cryptocurrency and they think, well, no, that's too volatile for me. It goes up and down too much. Well, guess what? They've used that to their advantage in EasyBot. And so you want to really take a look at that and see what that's all about. If the person that invited you to 14 Eagles is not involved, no worries. Just send an email to 14 Eagles, and we will show you and get you someone that you can work with any of these platforms that you so desire to get involved with. Okay, we don't want to leave anybody behind. So if you find something within the community that you want to be involved with, we will get you the right person to work with to do that with. Okay. So now, the next thing I want to show you, okay, because this always comes up. This always comes up. A lot of people, they come here to 14 Eagles, and one of their main things is that, Brian, how can I make money with just $2? Okay, in the gifting platform, how can I make money with just $2? And I tell people that's the reason why we want to get people to change their thinking a little bit, okay? Because they see $2 and they think that they can't make any money with just $2 or $10 programs, $10 platforms, which is what Dynamic Trio has, okay? These type of programs can really, really flourish, but our thinking has to shift. And that's why community, you'll see, is the key. Because people take small numbers and they think they can't do anything with it. Well, before I go into that, let me let you watch this, and you'll see what I mean.
Reach their fortunes. In order to do this, I want you to pretend that I can grant you one wish from two choices. Choice one is this: I will give you $1 million. Or choice two is that you get 1 cent that doubles every day for 31 days. On top of that, you have to drive 1 hour north to meet a friend of mine named Vendela. She will double your cent and give you 2 cents, and then you have to drive all the way back home. Then on day 2, you take your 2 cents back to Vendela, and she doubles your 2 cents and gives you 4 cents, and then you drive back. Well, you do this every day for 31 days. Which would you choose? $1 million or 1 cent doubled every day? Well, as a factory worker, it wasn't even a contest. $1 million for me, please. Who wants to run around for pennies? Here is where we find out that ignorance is not bliss. If you have a calculator, you can follow along and check it out for yourself. In day 1, you have 1 cent. Day 2, you double it and you have 2 cents. Day 3, you double it, you get 4 cents. That doubles and becomes 8 cents, and by the 10th day, you'll have $5.12. How embarrassing if you took the penny a day. Let's look at the 11th day. $5.12 doubles and becomes $10.24, then it doubles and becomes $20.48, and then it doubles and becomes $40. And in the 20th day, that doubles and becomes $5,242.88. Well, it's still not looking too good if you chose the penny. But what happens in the 21st day? 5,000 doubles and becomes 10,000, 10 doubles and becomes 20, and on the 28th day, $671,000 doubles and becomes $1.3 million. But wait a minute, we didn't agree to 28 days. We agreed to 31 days. And so on the 29th day, 1.3 doubles becomes 2.6 million. And 30th day, 2.6 million becomes 5.3 million. And in the final day of our agreement, day 31, $5,368,709.12 doubles, which is $10,737,418.20. Now who's laughing all the way to the bank? This is what the smartest man in the world, Albert Einstein, said when he was asked what he thought was one of the most powerful things on earth. He said that the 8th wonder of the world was compound interest. And so here's how we can make compound interest work for you.
So now, if a penny doubling every day can turn in to over $10 million in just 31 days, what do you think $2 would do? See, just a shift in thinking, just a small shift in our thinking. Right? I really encourage people to go and do that on a calculator. Double a penny every day for the next 31 days. The numbers will astound you. It will astound you. It will show. It's almost like a magic trick, right? But guess what? That particular magic trick has been done over the last 100 years in the banking system. Compound interest. And see, and most people that go to the banks and have bank accounts, they didn't have not a clue. They still don't have a clue of what the banks are doing. All right? Because their minds are not there. Their minds have not shifted to that. So this is what we're trying to do at 14 Eagles. Shift your thinking a little bit. Because now that you're becoming more aware of this now you know how to use this to your advantage. And how do we do that? Through the community. Because if you can double the money that way, what happens if you double the people? See, what happens when you double people? when you compound people, guess what? The money will automatically flow. It will automatically flow. So that's the whole idea of what we're doing here at 14 Eagles, building a community of people, of like-minded individuals that want to come together to help each other, to help one another. That's the power of community. See, understand, taking $1 and putting it on the table and walking away, guess what? That dollar is useless. It is useless. Most people don't even know what money is, let alone what $1 can do. Well, $1 can't do anything. $1 can't do anything without who? Without you. Without you picking that dollar up and putting it into action. You see? So the community is the key, not the dollar. But see, they've got us, they've got everything flipped around and got us believing that the dollar is everything. We have to shift our thinking. So this is what we're trying to do here at 14 Eagles. It's the power of thinking, the power of bringing people together so we can forge our own future, so we can create our own change and what we want change to be. But in order to do that, we have to be in the right frame of mind. We have to be in the right conscious state in order to know what's going on around us, so we'll know how to maneuver. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Because, see, we have to understand that we hold the power, not the money, not the dollars. A lot of times we get stifled because we don't have the money to do what we want to do. And don't get me wrong, I understand. I understand the type of society that we're in. Well, it takes money to do everything. I mean, look, 95% of our decisions is a money decision. We can't even take our family out to a movie and to dinner without knowing how much money we have, right? If you don't have enough money, you can't even take your family out, right? So I understand what's going on, okay? But that's by design. That's by design. So we got to learn how to manipulate that into our favor. And the best way to start is through building a community of people, okay? And so what I want to do right now to wind this up, I don't want to hold you, is that I want to go to our famous new song that we've adopted here at 14 Eagles, okay? Because, see, we know that money can be manifested based on how we think and what we do. We can manifest it. And so this song is like an anthem to manifesting money, okay? Because money is just a tool. That's all it is. It's just a tool. And so we found a new song that we want to get a Grammy Award for this song. We want to get this song a Grammy. And I have a lot of fun with this song. So I want to end with this song. I want to close this out with this song right here, because we want to take this song and get a Grammy. And when you hear this song, it's going to really give to you the whole aspect of what we're doing here as far as manifesting money through the community, and let the money circulate through the community where the money comes to us instead of us trying to go out here chasing money, right? We're putting ourselves in a position where we'll stop chasing money and let the money chase us, okay? Money is coming to me.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. It's coming to me. I can just feel it. And I believe money keeps coming to me. It's coming to me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is working for me. Working. I can just feel it. And I believe it's working for me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. More than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. Feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout, more than enough to drop. coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is working for me. And working. I can just feel it, and I believe it's working for me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Well, more than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. I feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout, more than enough to drive, more than enough to say, with plenty left over to give away. One day it's coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, 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 come on. I believe it, I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, 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 come on. I believe it, and I receive it. Come on, come on, come on. Feel like it's already here. Come on, come on, come on.
All right, money is coming to me. That's my new favorite song right there. We're gonna make that get a Grammy Award somehow. We're gonna get that a Grammy Award. Okay, so we've come to the end of the presentation. I hope that you got a sense of what 14 Eagles is all about and what we're trying to do here. We pride ourselves on being a different type of platform, and if this looks like something that you want to be involved in, and helping to build this community, not just in this country but around the world, because we have 14 Eagles family in different countries around the world as we speak right now, and so if this look like a place for you to come, we welcome you with open arms, and we really would love for you to be involved with us to help us to change the world, so to speak, to help people to shift their thinking and to uplift their conscious awareness about what's going on, so we can change the direction that this world is going in, because it really needs it right now. It really does. It really needs some love. All right. So with that being said, I want to bring up our fearless leader, Greg Phillips. Greg, you open?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You want to close us out?
All right. Very good call, man. I love it. Family, like I said, we're here for you. We don't, this is your platform. All we ask you to do is just bring your friends and family, let them come see it for themselves, because, times are very, very interesting right now, but we have to be prepared for it. And the best way to be prepared for it is to come together so we can talk, love, hold each other, and through these times, because these times are very, very interesting. And we need each other more than ever before. So again, invite your friends and family, let them listen to the call themselves, let them get their questions answered, and let them decide if they want to join us or not. It's on them, it's not on you. Your job is just to get them to come take a listen once or twice and let them decide for themselves. Bryant, back to you.
All right, fantastic. Well said, well said. And of course, we're here every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can come right here to the community website on Thursday nights. Go in the menu, and you can click right there on the Contact Us tab. You can see the link right here. Just click on this link. It'll put you into the call. Or if you can't get on the computer, you can call in and just listen on the phone. If you need any questions or any answer to any questions, you can always email us at controltower@14eaglesden.com, or you can call us on our member service number, which is 301 684-1216. And yeah, a lot of people, they're shocked when we say that we have a member service number that you can call and you can actually speak to someone. Okay, that people get shocked by that, but we do answer the phone and we do call you back when you leave a message. Okay, so with that, I really appreciate those that can come, because you could be anywhere else tonight, but you chose to come here, and we truly appreciate that. Be sure to get on our newsletter so you can get into our email database, so you can get our email updates. And get the recording of this call so you can send it to the people that weren't able to make it to the call tonight. That way they can get a chance to see what 14 Eagles is all about. So with that being said, everybody have a great day, have a great weekend, and we hope to see you again next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.